about the history of black mayors, man.
Okay, yeah.
Here in the city of Atlanta.
In the city.
Right? And right now, we got Andre Dickinson.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Shout out to Andre Dickinson.
Yeah, shout out to him. And I can tell you this, I've seen a lot of great things he's done since he has taken a position. He's done things in terms of fighting for affordable housing.
Mm-hmm.
I see he's doing things in terms of, helping small businesses here in the city as well, which is great, of course. We in entrepreneurship and business, that's great. Bree, of course, you into real estate.
Yeah, housing, there's a lot of housing
that's definitely
as well.
great. And then, I had, like I was telling you off camera, Bree, I had a sales rep and even a friend of mine who worked for the Rise 1% at one point in time. And I actually went to a church service with her at Ebenezer Church here in the city when Joe Biden, he was the president at the time, came to speak on MLK Day. And she invited me to come. So I came and I sat with her, and I remember sitting with her, and Andre Dickinson walked over and literally, gave her a hug in front of me and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, you cool, Andre Dickinson? He was like, yeah, that's my guy. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, we're going to have to make him the Rise 1% guy too, at that time, just joking around with it. But at the same time, yeah, we want to as well, collaborate with those that's making big moves here in the city.
Yeah.
But I've definitely seen a lot of great things he's done. I mean, I've even seen him in T.I. in the clip with Trauma Bond. Yeah. And he was in the clip, and I said, oh my gosh, he out there even rocking with Tilt and stuff like that. So I love what he's doing, man. He's professional, he's handling business in the city, but at the same time, he still is tapped in really with the people.
Yeah, deep roots.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
You know what I mean?
Somebody that really cares.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And given, not quite our generation, but he's in our generation.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yep.
So it was, a lot of things that we seen growing up as youngsters here in the city.
Right.
He's changing that.
Exactly.
And I think that's why it's respected more, because you can respect when you from this. I know you from that side of town where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I know you ain't gonna forget about the community.
Yep.
So
that's great stuff.
Yeah, so with Dickinson, who else we had?
We had as well, Bree, Keisha Lance Bottoms, man. Shout out to Keisha Lance Bottoms, by the way. FAMU, man. FAMU. Yeah. I went to FAMU. If you're watching this and you don't know, I went to FAMU, by the way. I went to Georgia State as well. But I started my undergraduate studies at FAM Music. So shout out to Keisha Lance Bottoms, man. Yeah. Also was a former mayor, man. What would you say?
Yeah. Now, I think with this city, though, it's just so much love. Like, the city, it is what it is.
Yep.
So it's not even a man versus female type thing.
Right.
Now, Keisha Lance Bottoms was great.
Exactly.
And paved the way for Dickinson.
There you go.
And so forth and so forth. So, like, man, this city just been lucky with that. Them two. Christine Reed. You feel me?
Yeah. I would even say one thing I remember about Christine Reed to me was a great man as well. But I want one of the things I would say that was big about him, because we get joked on a lot down here in Atlanta when they predict snow is going to hit Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I never forget one of the years when Christine Reed was in office, pretty much, they predicted snow was going to hit Atlanta. And, a lot of people here in Atlanta didn't take it serious, especially a lot of people that's maybe from up north and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They didn't really take it serious. And it ended up snowing. It was a real bad snowstorm. While he was in office, people got stuck on the expressway, man. Some people was freezing in their cars. Yeah, it was wild. But see, after that situation, Christine Reed cleaned it up where now anytime they predict a snowstorm, they're already putting the sand on the streets, right? They already shutting down the schools and different government institutions or different, corporate businesses and stuff in terms of people being safe.
Yeah.
And that was when Kassim Reed was in office.
That was
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He took that. I remember that point. I know he did some other things too, but that's one of the biggest things I remember is, and they still joke on us to this day, 1 inch of snow, Atlanta shutting the whole city down. That came from Kassim Reed because of that year when everybody didn't think it was going to be a serious snowstorm, and it was. And people got caught on the expressway and couldn't even hardly get home. It was freezing in their cars because it was so cold. So, I give Kassim Reed that. That's one of my memories with him.
And funny to mention Kassim Reed. It's funny because with this city, when you really from here, how connected you are.
Right.
I was at a barbecue with, where Kassim Reed's sister. It's just like everybody and this one of somebody my mom grew up with, so it's just funny.
Exactly.
Like sister, cousin, somebody like that. But it's like, man, that what's up though.
Right.
Like, you know, these, cause it make you feel like, hey man, these are, you know, it turns people real.
Right.
And that's the thing I think with Atlanta when it comes to us with the celebrities and, you know, I hate to go up that way, but we see these people, you feel me? Same restaurant, you know what I mean? Same barbershop.
Yep.
You know, especially when they from you, these are, hey, that's what's it, and it's cool.
Exactly.
But yeah, as far as the mayors, who else we had in there?
Yep, a couple of more we'll talk about is Shirley Franklin and Bill Campbell.
Another female, yeah. Yep. Shirley Franklin, the other thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any memories you got on Shirley Franklin or Bill Campbell being in office?
Now I remember Bill Campbell.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do remember Bill Campbell. We was younger, of course, and that was probably like the first time I paid attention to a mayor race. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, growing up, we started learning politics, and for me, I can't lie. You know, being from this city and seeing, for me, oh, that's a black man. Now, it might have been several black men before, but for me at that time, you know what I mean? I got to see, you know, it kind of molded me like, you really can be whatever you want to be, you know what I mean, in this city. We had, coming from that, and then since him, all the others, black mayors, this city tell you, hey, we can do some things.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Some black
mayors. And they from the city.
Absolutely, from in the city, definitely. Hello, this is G Bass, Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see if it'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form you can fill out. You said www.theriseof1%.com/pod-form. Again, www.theriseof1%.com/pod-form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out, and we can see if it'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise of the 1%. This is how we get down. And we have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon. Have a great one on purpose.